Once upon a time, a bunch of Portuguese male explorers, probably tired of staring at the ocean and each other's beards, stumbled upon a deserted island in West Africa. Desperate for some human connection, they sailed to mainland Africa and, well, let's just say their idea of making friends involved raiding a village and whisking away beautiful African women back to their island. Years passed, and more white men made their way to this strange little paradise. But this time they weren't just carrying supplies, they brought enslaved Africans, turning the island into a hub for the cruel trade in human lives. But even the bleakest chapters have an end. When the dust of history finally settled and slavery was abolished, something unexpected happened: love. The former captors and enslaved people intermarried, creating a whole new chapter in the island's story. And from this union, a vibrant and unique culture emerged: the Cape Verdean people. Welcome to Afro-Artista Films, and today we go all the way to the West African island country of Cape Verde. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps a lot. Let's start with an insight into their genetics and ancestry. Genetically, Cape Verdeans have a unique blend of African and European ancestry, with an average makeup of about 57% African and 43% European, although this varies. The Cape Verdean census describes the population as 71% mixed race or mulatto, 28% Black African, and 1% European. The African genetic contribution largely comes from West African groups like the Mandé, Wolof, and Fula. On the European side, the Portuguese influence is most dominant, though there are traces of Dutch, French, and Italian ancestry, reflecting Cape Verde's history as a trading hub. Mitochondrial DNA, passed through the maternal line, is predominantly African, while Y-chromosome analysis, inherited through the paternal line, shows a stronger European influence. This reflects the gender imbalance during a period when many African women were enslaved and brought to the islands, with European men having relations with them then and later after the end of the Transatlantic Slave Trade. Over centuries, the blending of cultures resulted in a distinct identity. While many Cape Verdeans have emigrated to countries like the United States, Portugal, and France, their ties to their homeland remain strong. Interestingly, unlike many African nations, Cape Verde has no tribal divisions. Phenotype and diversity. Due to this mixed heritage, Cape Verdeans display a wide range of physical features. Skin tones range from light to dark brown, and hair textures vary from curly to straight. This diversity, resulting from centuries of intermarriage, is a defining characteristic of Cape Verdean identity. Cape Verde is a nation made up of 10 volcanic islands covering about 1,557 square miles, roughly the same size as Rhode Island. These islands lie about 700 kilometers from continental Africa. The capital, Praia, is the largest and most vibrant city, situated on the island of Santiago, which hosts a significant portion of the nation's population. By 2024, Cape Verde's population had reached approximately 600,000, with 236,000 residents on Santiago alone. Cape Verde has a population of around 600,000, but its diaspora, nearly 3 times the size of the population on the islands, plays a significant role in its culture and economy. Approximately 1.5 million Cape Verdeans live abroad, primarily in the United States, Portugal, and the Netherlands. The official language of Cape Verde is Portuguese, but Cape Verdean Creole, a Portuguese-based Creole with African influences, is widely spoken. This language is a key aspect of the nation's cultural identity.
Home é casa para nós. Então, mas não teve para modo de aquele problema que está com o bridge na East Providence, não teve que muda festivalizando para Roger Williams Park, que também é lugar que é desconhecido para nós.
Most of Cape Verde enjoys a pleasantly tropical climate. 3 of the Cape Verde islands, Sal, Boa Vista, and Maio, are fairly flat, sandy, and dry. The others are generally rockier with more vegetation. While most of Cape Verde receives little precipitation throughout the year, the northeastern slopes of high mountains see significant rainfall, with average temperatures ranging from 22 degrees Celsius or 72 degrees Fahrenheit in February to 27 degrees Celsius or 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit in September. History. The islands were uninhabited when Portuguese explorers discovered them in 1456, and they soon became an important stopover for European sailors during the Age of Exploration. By the 16th century, Cape Verde played a central role in the Transatlantic Slave Trade due to its strategic location along shipping routes. Its prosperity attracted merchants, privateers, and pirates, such as the infamous English pirate Francis Drake, who frequently attacked the islands. Cape Verde's economy declined in the 19th century after the British Empire suppressed the slave trade. However, it slowly recovered by becoming a key commercial center and stopover for international shipping. After gaining independence from Portugal in 1975, Cape Verde transitioned into one of Africa's most stable democracies. Despite limited natural resources, it has focused on tourism, fishing, and leveraging its strong diaspora connections, particularly through remittances to support its economy. Culture. Cape Verdean culture reflects a rich blend of African, Portuguese, and Creole influences. Music is a central part of life, with genres like morna blending African rhythms with European melodies. The nation's cuisine also mirrors this mix, with dishes like cachupa, a hearty stew of corn, beans, and meat or fish, being a staple. Religiously, most Cape Verdeans are Roman Catholic, a legacy of Portuguese colonization. However, traces of African traditional beliefs remain, particularly in rural areas, alongside small Protestant communities. Festivals and celebrations often feature a mix of African and Portuguese elements, with music, dance, and religious processions being key components. Fascinating facts about Cape Verde. 1. A pirate haven. During the 16th and 17th centuries, Cape Verde's strategic location made it a hotspot for pirates and privateers. 2. Water scarcity. The islands have no permanent rivers. Agriculture and daily use rely on rainfall and desalination, making fresh water a precious resource. Third astronomical observation. Cape Verde's clear skies are ideal for stargazing, and the islands host international astronomical missions, including space debris tracking. 4. Food sharing culture. It's considered rude to eat in public without offering to share your food. 5. Cape Verde and Guinea-Bissau were one country until 1980, when they separated into two independent nations. Cape Verde's blend of African and European cultures, rich history, and resilient people make it a truly unique island nation in the heart of the Atlantic. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like this video, and I will see you again.
O amor fazia a cimenteira, com esperança de bater bem, para bem mojanha lugar, esperar um ano inteiro, nunca mais ele cá voltar, 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 com fé, rasanha Virgem Maria. Para abençoar por alguém, mas a nunca busta mal, para livrar-nos de consequência, para nada cá faltar ninguém, ninguém.